All right, we do understand that we have ActionSA leader Hamanskraal currently addressing the people there. Let's dip in.
Women losing their children. Then what does one actually explain such a situation? And then at the same time, people of Hammanskraal have got to buy water. One lady, in fact not one, more than one, relating to us of her financial position, financial situation. You can imagine you have to really decide as a community, as a family. You've got to decide buying or bread or meal than buying water. Because you can imagine being put into that situation. Hamanskraal, Babelech industrial area, when I grew up, it used to employ millions of people of Hammanskraal. People of Hammanskraal, when I grew up, those who did not work were those who did not want to work. Go to Hammanskraal today. What is the unemployment rate? I think Stats SA can tell us the unemployment rate in Hammanskraal. My own assessment, you have 67, 70, 80% unemployment rate in that community. But now you can imagine you have a community with such high unemployment, but at the same time you have a government that expects them to buy water. And actually making matters even worse, not to buy water, improperly billed for water that they did not receive. You can imagine being forced getting monthly bills of water that is contaminated, water that is not suitable for human consumption. For me, thank you very much for your role in assisting in this matter. When people of Hamanskraal approached us for our intervention, my personal feeling managed to convince my colleagues to say, look, this is an investment that we are making for this country. Let us get prominent, ethical South Africans to assist us in getting deep into this matter. And we're really so grateful of the 2 days. Fortunate enough, I spent the full 2 days from beginning up to the end. So right now, we're looking forward to receiving the full report with your recommendation, because we've had experts who had denied access into this facility. But fortunate enough, some of them have got the necessary expertise, because what we will do as ActionSA, we will ensure through the PI process that we get access to this tender that was afforded or given to this particular company, so that we understand the 295 million rands where it went to. They've obviously made a mistake, because by refusing us entry today, unfortunately for them, just over a month ago, we were allowed to go in there and spoke to some of the officials. Not much work has been done. Not much work has been done. We heard yesterday from Mr. X, the company appointed to do this work is a company that has got absolutely no knowledge whatsoever what they are doing in this. So they were just given the 295 million rands, but they don't have the money for that. So it's something that we will have to, fortunately enough, Prof, using the constitution of this country, will use the courts to assist us in getting and finding remedy to this. We will first, obviously, give the municipality of Tshwane an opportunity to remedy the situation. But in the event of them not really cooperating, we are not going to waste time. We don't have time on our side. We've got pregnant women out there in Hamanskraal with the possibility of losing their children. You can imagine cases like this. One of the ladies actually talking about families breaking up because of the situation of water, where you don't have the young, beautiful women, girls in the homes, you can never get water. These are human rights abuses of the highest order that cannot really be tolerated in a democratic South Africa. So if this government actually have a belief that some of us will keep quiet, unfortunately, South Africans have had enough. We've been abused for 16 years. And we are not going to be abused any further. So we will use the courts in the event that we don't really get the cooperation. So we are looking forward to to receiving the report. We'll give you time. You'll inform us as to when that report will be ready. From there, then, it'll be our responsibility as ActionSA to ensure that there is implementation of that report. Through the city doing their work or asking the courts to allow us with the community to take over this facility and ensure that people of Hammanskraal can get clean and drinkable water, because this country has got more than enough capacity and experience and to ensure that people of Hammanskraal can get clean and drinkable water. Thank you very much from our side. We truly appreciate this, not just for people of Hammanskraal, but for people of South Africa, because this exercise will be used as a case study for other municipalities, because it's not only people of Hammanskraal who have been failed. Yeah. People have been failed all across the country. So this work that you've carried out the last 2 days will go down in history for its engagement and the intervention. So from my side, once more, thank you very much for the role that you've really played, and we shall await your report. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, that was ActionSA leader Hamanskraal there. Apparently, ActionSA is holding 3-day public hearings into the state of water in Hamanskraal following years of complaints by residents. We're going to bring in our reporter Molemo Motwa in a short while, maybe in the next hour or so, just to get some context, better context in terms of what were some of the findings in terms of this hearing. So what were some of the complaints that residents put forward. So stand by for that to get you more context with regards to this story.